Hello everyone, welcome on in. I'm Velvet. Thanks for joining me in Planet Zoo. And today we are playing in the Frontier Zoo, which is part of the Zookeeper DLC. And oh boy, do we have a challenge on our hands. We are trying to get to the bronze and it's taking a while. But we are currently working on releasing 3 African leopards to the wild. Now, our African leopard situation is such that we are just waiting for our juveniles to get old enough so that we can release them to the wild. Because we have enough there, it's just a little bit of a waiting game. Hopefully they won't take too much longer to get older. Our next goal is, vet research is complete. This is great. We are working on research, it's very important. So this helps us out quite a lot. So our next goal is to increase the African spurred tortoise education rating to 20%. Now, how we're working on this, and I'm not sure how to actually get this beyond what we've done at this point, but we'll see how we kind of go, is that we have lots of education boards. We have an information centre, which gives audio guides, so that's another education board. We have educational talks. So this is this talk right here. And it's just about to happen because it's happening in March. But I'm thinking of adding a second one in. So we'll see how we kind of go with that. So at this stage... allow standing guests. Yes. Okay, so we've allowed our standing guests. And we're going to have lots of guests hopefully coming to this talk and being educated about African spurred tortoises. So we've done what we can here. And plus we've also got a tour, which I don't know if it's working properly or not. Let's just check in on that. But the tour allows for education things as well. So we've currently got 2 educators attached to that tour apparently. And view tour rating. Tour layout, educator skill and personality. Okay, so our tour rating is like 4.5 stars. So part of the tour rating is that we have like a little tour stop point here. And that is talking about the tortoise. So I figure, we've got... how many prongs have we got? So we've got talks, we've got boards, we've got info thingies, we've got things. So we've got like a 4-pronged attack as far as education goes for our tortoises. So we'll keep an eye on that. I don't really know what else to do right now, but we'll see how we kind of go. And the last thing that we need to do for our bronze is to research the African spurred tortoise to level 3. So we're currently at level 2. I've been educating my staff. So I've got a little less money than what I'd like, but my staff are kind of getting a little bit more educated. It's sort of like, trained is what I meant by that. So, yeah, we'll sort of see how we go. Now, the talk is finished, and we're sitting at 6%. So I'm thinking we might do a little bit of moving. Oh, mechanic research is complete as well. So mechanic research, we're currently researching souvenir shops, because with the souvenir shops, we need to have in place... Loony balloons. What was the thing that we needed? I've forgotten. It was... Okay, we needed loony balloons and hats. Fantastic. So we still need to keep researching that so we get our right thing. But we're getting there. Is the moral of that story. I'm just going to move... Oh, God. Okay. Wow, that group is not going to move. Can they walk through the plants to reach the... There we go. Staff are having to queue to use the facility. Which facility? Workshop. Right. Duplicate that then. And the other thing that we might not be able to have enough of is staff facilities, research facilities. Research centre. So I might put a second one of that in as well, just to be sure. There we go. So let's just check our work zones. And that'll go on our everything work zone. Okay, we'll add those all in. And boom, we are all sort of set up there. Facility is without power. Oh. Well, I don't care about that. That's way over the other side. No power, no power, no power. I'm guessing there's no power. That's the part of the zoo that we don't even go in. So I'm not too bothered about that. But still, it'll probably be annoying at some point. So that is where we're kind of at as far as our bronze objectives. Oh, we just got our education rating to 20%. I can't even believe that. I genuinely didn't think we were going to be able to get that. So what I did was thumbs up. Perfect. We managed it. Oh, And we just got our vet research up to the 3. It's like tick, 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 boom. Yes. Okay, that makes me so happy. So that means we can move our research off to other animals, which is cool. I do want to have a wee look in our habitat thing. Oh, we've got no money. All right. Okay, we've got fighting with our leopards, which is kind of okay, because that means they've grown up. So let's go this one, and this one. We're going to release these guys to the wild. Yes! Holy moly, we just got our bronze. Oh, that was tough, man. That was tough. Bronze objectives completed. I was glad to hear you joined us in preparing for the party. You've done amazing work so far. Frontier Zoo is excited to have you on board, and so am I. While our tortoise settle, let's get the celebrations underway. It won't be much of a party without guests, though, so we should focus on bringing more into the zoo. Oh, and don't forget to build a restaurant for them too. It's not a party without some flavoursome food. As I'm writing this, I've just received a message that the zoo will be receiving more animals. Conservation never sleeps, so keep your eye on animal storage. We need to make sure they're just as pampered as our guests. Okay. Yay! Well, I am excited that we have got... less excited about the broken barrier, but I'm excited that we actually did it. Talk group has been waiting for a long time. I don't know how to do anything about that. And we've got some more research happening over there. Okay, if I delete all the problems, will they go away? Will they? Curious Velvets want to know. So they got tour manager. I don't know how to fix that problem, so we'll just... Reward animals can be claimed. So, in the last episode, we did actually set up our spectacled bear enclosure to a degree. Like, we decided on what our spectacled bear enclosure would be, which is, I think, this one here. So we've raised up all the barriers, and it's kind of ready to go. So let's aim to name the spectacled bears. Possibly got the spelling right, possibly not. So we're going to add them in and put them in our zoo. There we go. Now, I know that they already have keepers assigned. They're already in a work zone. So all we need to do is, oh God, feed them. And we don't have any money. Righto. Okay, well, I'm going to have to get a loan because I can't let the animals sit there. Oh, we've got some research happening. Animals sit there without getting, food. It's a big problem for me. So we're going to deal with that. I don't know why I'm losing so much money. But anyway, we am. Fruit spike tree. Why is that in there? Intriguing. Okay, we're going to hit pause for now. And we're going to go to finances. We'll go to loans and let's get a 20,000 loan. So, habitat-wise, spectacled bear. Hopefully they'll be in like a really big draw card. I mean, that would be really good. So we need food. And we need some water. Up here. Heaters and coolers. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't know the answer to that. They've already got an enclosure, so they just need some enrichment, which is a classic old climbing thing. There we are. And we've got a herb scent marker, another little box, and a watermelon thing. Okay, I hope that does the trick with them. Let's just check in on our bears and see. So their habitat is looking good, and terrain is looking good. They've got enough climbing, and environment is actually looking good. So I think we've got some happy bears. Question is, do we have enough donation boxes around here? I think I might put another little donation box in around this area as well. Now, I did see something click up not that long ago up on my screen, so I'm just going to go and check that and see what we've got going on, because if we've had a little tickaroo, that always makes me happy. So we are on to our silver objectives. I can't believe that. Okay, so it was adopt and place 2 spectacle bears. Okay, we've done that. Now, we need to have at least 5 different habitat species in the zoo, which we've got. We've got 7. And we need to increase the overall welfare to 80%. So we're going to have to check in on our animals and see how they're going. Have at least 1,200 guests in the zoo. Currently sitting on just under 1,000. And increase guest average hunger to 70%. We're currently at 67, so we're really close to that. And increase guest average thirst to 65%. So we're actually quite low on that. So I do need to fix thirst and hunger. I feel like if we put something near, because we've got actually quite a lot going over in this, going on over in this area here. If we, just as well we got that loan, but if we added in a drink stall here, and there's a possibility that we're going to have to do a bit of research on this drink stall, gulpy soda, and then we'll have a food stall, which will be a chief beef, and then we're kind of going to be out of money. But that should help, I think, with that rating. So I'm just going to throw in some bins. And picnic bench. Oh, that's cute. With pink. Okay, we've got a little bench there and a little bench here. And I might do another little bin down the end. It would be better if the roads were a little bit wider, but hey, it is what it is. They're just going to have to work it out. We're going to have to work it out and we've run out of money again. Oh no, I'm going to have to work out how to make some money. So, have at least 1,200 guests in the zoo. So that's gone up by 100, which is great. And set spectacle bear quality into grade 2. So what that means is basically we need to do some research on our spectacle bear. Which is fine, I don't mind that. I think I'm going to have a wee look at what I've got staffing-wise. And see. So we've got our educated tours, we've got our mechanic, security guard, caretakers. Ugh. No work zone, no work zone, no work zone. I don't know. At this stage I feel like we've got the right amount. Mechanic research is complete. Barriers. Oh yeah, I was researching barriers because my aardvarks were upset. Multiple buildings are having problems. Darn it. Where is this? I don't really want to power all this stuff because we're not over there doing things. I mean, look at all this stuff that's unpowered. Look at it all. But I'm not using any of this. Can I delete those? Maybe the problem is the mechanic not getting there. Are they part of my work zone? Yeah, that's part of my work zone. So there's no reason why the mechanic shouldn't be going over there. Huh. Intriguing. Okay, well, other than the power issue, I think we're okay at this point. It's just a matter of the problem of not having enough money coming in. Oh, we're at 69% for guest average hunger. But we're going to maintain that for 3 months, so not always easy. Research-wise, vet research. So we're currently researching the spectacled bear anyway. So as soon as that's kind of research, we'll look at getting their food quality up. Because at the moment, we've only got food quality 1 for them. We've got food quality 2 for the tortoises and the leopards and the porcupines. So that's good. I do wonder whether or not we should get a... what's it called? Exhibit. The reason I say that is they're good for making money. So maybe I should get like another loan, which is just a slippery slope, but let's do it. And slippery slope. Let's just jump on it and slide, man. Let's just go for it. We'll add in like another food facility. Bernie's Bakes. Here we go. Bernie's Bakes. And merchandise wise, we also need to have the other merchandise shop up. Did I have a Looney Balloons? Yeah, I think I had a Looney Balloons already. So that's fine. I really think that should have been a wider path there. But anyhow, it is what it is. So what I was going to do is an exhibit, right? So let's do a giant exhibit. We'll see if we can get something that can make some money. Grasslands walkthrough exhibit. Whoa, it's so big and so cool. Oh man, that would be amazing to have. It's giant though, and I'm not going to spend 34,000 on an exhibit Maybe if I had more cash, then sure. But as it is, I feel bad like spending 13,000 on an exhibit. So I don't think we're going to spend 30 odd thousand because I've still got to get my animals and stuff set up. The idea is that we don't have to spend so much money. Righto, we've got our exhibits, so I'm going to add that to our front animals work zone. There we go, and I've got to add these to our other work zone here, because whoopsies. That's how everything work zone. And do I want to get another keeper? I'm going to go with front animals, sunken animals. No, we've kind of got like 4 in each zone. I feel like, and they've got some pretty good training. I feel like that should be enough. We'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, I think that should be enough. So let's have a look at our exhibit stuff. These guys are going to be our little money makers. This is the plan. American bullfrog. Yeah, let's do them. American bullfrog. And just check their climate. So they need to be between 60 and 80. There we go. And manage. No, we'll do. What have I got in there at the moment? Male, so we need a female. There we go. So now that we've got those in there, we'll go max males. I'm going to go lowest first, and manage population. So 1 of each. Boom, done. I just had something tick up. Have at least 1,200 guests in the zoo. Yes. Many guests think tickets are underpriced. Yes, I can put the ticket price up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Okay, then we need some more animals for exhibit trading. We've got American bullfrog. Oh, let's do an axolotl. And a second axolotl. Spend some of our conservation points that we've got from getting rid of all those leopards. Right, axolotl. Let's have a look at their layout. Climate 15 to 20 degrees. And range 80 to 90%. There we go. And we'll do their managed population dealio. Right. Axolotl, education boards. And we'll have to do some donation boxes as well. Axolotls, American bullfrogs. Oh, boa constrictors. Anna the boa constrictor. And Enrique. No, Hugo. We can use our conservation points for that. So, temperature. 60 to 80%. There we go. And we'll manage our population. Boom, done. Do our education thingies. And they're ready to go. And last one. What are we going to get for our last one? We've got a lot of options. I'm thinking, what about a puff adder? I feel like they're going to make us some money as well. Let's do a puff adder. Male and a female. Da, 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 da. Okay. Climate-wise, they need 60 to 80%. Lovely. And manage populations. There we are. We'll get our education boards done. And they're all set up, ready to go. We just need some donation boxes. And we're sweet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Be nice if people went and saw these, because you know we've set up a cool little education thing happening here. It's going to get crowded around here because of the shops, isn't it? Oh well. Right, where are we at? Guided tours have been waiting for a long time. I don't know how to deal with that. Do I just need another educator? Broken barriers, animals may escape. Great. Love that for me. Broken barriers, animal. Okay, that's the same one. Broken barriers. No, different one. Habitat's got broken barriers. Oh, gosh. Research is complete. Yay! Ibex has been researched. Oh, well, let's go and see whether or not we can add in some more things to our Ibex habitat, because that was pretty plain and boring. It got to the point where I just had a rock and some plants because it was so boring. So let's see. They're called the Alpine Ibex. Oops. And yes, okay, we finally got some stuff for them. Little scarecrow, barrel feeder, and a jelly cake. Always love those noises. So the reason that we're kind of working on that is we need to get our overall welfare for our animals kind of increased. So it's something that we are working on. So let's maybe then look at our aardvarks. Wow, look at all these people in here. It's getting pretty busy. So we currently need to increase overall welfare to 80%. So we're going to have a look at the animals very shortly. Increase guest average hunger to 70% for 3 months and thirst 65%. So we still need to do that. I'm thinking I might... Oh, got some research. Oh, spectacle bear, level 1, yes. Might do some more mechanic research. We're currently working on barriers. I really need to get the souvenir shops. Darn. I'm maxed out for researching at the moment. Once we get the other souvenir shop, I think we'll be okay. Oh, these aardvarks are eating people food. You naughty aardvarks. Toilet block facilities, okay. Damaged barriers, facilities without power, and... Oh, yay! So many little things getting broken. This is one of those levels where just everything seems to get broken very quickly. Now, I did need to check whether or not we can increase the spectacle bear's food. Not yet. So we're going to keep on researching them. And let's see whether or not we've got any animals that we can yeet from the zoo. Oh, our African leopards have bred again. Those little rascals have gone and done it again. So, yeah. Let's have a look at our tortoises. Because we need to get their welfare increased. What is their problem? Hard shelter. So they need another shelter, essentially, is where that's at. So let's have a wee look at those guys and see what we can offer them. Let's have a look. Elderbred giant tortoise. So we can give them some more playable things. Hang on, that's floating way in the air. Why is that floating so high? I don't know. Herb scent marker. Rubber duck. Can we maybe move all this? Maybe it's all blocking things off. I mean, it looks cool. Like it's a little cave, but... Oh, that was a little shelter. Hang on. The other option is I can maybe go a little wider on the barrier. Okay. So I've widened this out a little bit. I do wonder if I delete that rock. That might make a difference as well. So kind of got like a little tunnely thing there. What if we just added over the top of that hard shelter? Because the problem is that the tortoise doesn't have enough hard shelter. So if we just change that so it does, then, you know, solves the problem, doesn't it, really? So if we went like this and then added in some hay, how would that make them feel? Still don't have enough shelter. I'm confused. I'm confused. Can they not get along to that area? I mean, why can't they kind of reach that? I deleted some of these rocks. Made some more space. That's what I'm trying to do here. You know where I'm going with this. Making space. And try that again with another little shelter over here. How would that increase things? Okay, so that works. So it's not for some reason counting this as a hard shelter, which seems a little weird. They don't seem to be using this part of the enclosure. Oh well, problem solved. Now, what problem were we solving? We were solving the happiness of our animals. So the aardvarks, we do have an issue with the fact that they don't like being seen. So I've got to research barriers up to level 4. So that's just a time thing. And then we have the African crested porcupines. Let's go check in on them and see what their issue is. Terrain! Oh, I didn't fix their terrain. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's an easy fix. Oh, my gosh. And a little bit of sand. Okay. So that should be a fairly easy fix. They got the coverage that they want. Okay. African crested porcupine. Let's just see if there's anything we can add to this habitat for them and make them into happy little species. Yes, we can. Look at that. Aha! We just got a tickaroo. Oops. Okay, we'll add some jelly, water jet rock. Actually, maybe we'll put that somewhere else. And another water jet over here. Okay, so there should be some really happy porcupines. I think we just got the tick for that. So we were working on, yes, getting our habitat species in the zoo and making them happy to a certain degree, and we have certainly done that. They're certainly happy by a certain degree, so yay! Now, how is our vet research on? We've almost run through all of our money. We're going to be low on cash soon, which is a problem. But you know what? Other than our aardvarks, oh, we've had like little baby spectacled bear as well. Oh, I have not been paying attention. I haven't been seeing these like baby notifications. I've been busy doing things. Look at our little baby spectacled bear. Oh, she's got his little specs on. How cute. Oh, look, and the bear's playing with the box. How cute is that? They kind of look like wombat bears, but with like spectacles, like wombat raccoon bears. Kind of random, but there we go. Okay, aardvarks have been researched. Now, before we lose our money, let's go to our aardvark enclosure, which is, I'm going to say down here, and see if we can add anything to our aardvark habitat. Because this is the last thing that we're going to be able to buy because we're about out of cash. Okay, we've got our rubbing pads. We do the little exciting things over there. We're going to have some happy little aardvarks, I hope. Yay. Okay, and that's our money gone, basically. There you go, little aardvark. I know. Plants severely inappropriate. Oh, I know. So, what's with all the barrier damage? What have we got left to do? Let's see. We've got left to do guess average hunger and thirst. And also spectacled bears food quality to level 2. Now, I am concerned about money and the fact that we don't really have enough coming in at this point. So I have set up our, obviously our, what's it called? Exhibits. I always think it starts with E, and I know it starts with E, and then I just forget the rest of the word. So we have our exhibits sitting there ready to be trading and breeding. So, you know, we will hopefully make a little bit of cash through that, which will be good. Animals escaped. Oh, no. Oh, it hasn't. It's just, oh, it has. Right. That's the problem. You little rascal. Okay. Can we make this non-climbable? Climb proof. There we go. Oh, gotta do all of it. All of it. Climb proof. You little rascal. That's gonna cost me 1,000 to get you back. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, or will it? Or will we just have a random box balancing on a roof? Yes. Okay. Hopefully that'll fix itself. I don't know if it'll fix itself. It's kind of balancing on a roof, but at least we've made that enclosure climb proof. Oh boy. Yeah, and I still don't know whether or not my tours are working properly, but we have got it kind of. Hey, well, that means they've moved from there, so I figure it's kind of working. Now, we'll see what happens. But anyhow, that is now climb proof. So, phew. Animal has escaped. Cancel move. Okay. Woof. Yes, thank you. That fixed itself. And low welfare. Nutrition. Severe issues. Last meal quality. Last drink cleanliness. Oh! You know what the problem is? This. This. Okay. Pause. I didn't even think about that. We need to look at our infrastructure. Infrastructure. Do we have water treatment? Okay, we've got a water treatment. Where is it? It's over here. Oh, water. Okay, so that covers that and that. Whoops. So at this point, we don't have anything that covers this, and this. So ideally, I need something kind of here. So it needs to be really up here. How much is it? Water treatment, 2,000. Oh, man. Right, let me see if I can sell some rocks from around the place and if we can get enough money. Because ideally, I don't want to take out that last loan. But can we make some money? Well, I don't know the answer to that, but Surely I can sell something. Oh my gosh, I found something to sell. And it was worth almost 12,000. Yes. Sometimes in some of these buildings you can find like a random thing to sell. Oh, here's another one. 25. Okay. Restaurant. Oh, there's a restaurant here. I guess we could open that. I had no idea there was a restaurant here. But like in the objectives that did say something about a restaurant. So I'm guessing that's what our restaurant is. I mean, we don't need to build one, so that's a plus. But it doesn't actually say anything in the actual objectives, so that's kind of weird. Alright, I'm finding some random stuff to delete. I think. It's kind of okay. I don't think it's going to be anything that's missed. I feel like. I hope. I guess we're going to find out. But it's given us like about 5,000. So if you are strapped for cash like I am, you could actually do the same as I am, which is kind of just delete some random stuff. Anyway, now we have enough money to do a water treatment thing, which will cover these 3 areas here. So I need like a little section. They never cover enough space, right? Never, ever cover enough space. Okay, well the important one is the beer one at this point. The other ones we're not really using, so I feel like that might be okay if we can work out how to put this in this little space. Well, the other option is I'm not going to use this enclosure. What if we just deleted that and made this into a staff area? I mean, that's a possibility, right? Let's see. Let's go to paths and staff path. So if we had ourselves a little facility down here, that covers it. And if I need to add any other like little, you know, staff things into this area, I've got a spot for it. So I feel like that's not a bad thing. I'm just going to hide that with trees. Nobody could see it. Shh. Tell no one. So let's add that into our work zone. So everything work zone. Boom. And then that should see our spectacle bears come right. So let's just keep an eye on that water. Yeah, I know it's low cash, but yes. Hopefully we'll start getting some really nice welfare has attracted protesters. Okay, yeah. I know there's a problem with that. We're fixing it. It should be all good. So, because I didn't even think about the fact that the bears would be drinking from there, so eek. But that should be nice and clean now. Look at that. Cleanliness 100%. We're good. That was a little problem, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. But we fixed it. Well, I say little problem. It was a bit of a major problem, but we fixed it. Spectacle bear research level 2. So that should get us a little tick down here. Oh no, it's grade 2 for the food. Hang on. Let's have a look. See whether or not we can upgrade the food. Yeah. Animals, food quality, no. Right. Bears and leopards, they're so expensive to keep just because they have the meat. They have the meat. Exhibit trading. We've got nothing to sell there. Let's have a look at our animals and see. We're going to keep an eye on our African leopards because as soon as they're old enough, we'll sell them. That should get us like a little bit of extra cash as well, which is quite nice. And obviously we have our spectacle bear here as well. They have breed, so selling Pakwarri when we can also would be a bonus. So we've got some money making potential happening. It's just a matter of waiting. Now, as far as our objectives go, we do need to have a little bit more cash so we can get a little bit more food happening. So we are waiting a little bit on some of our mechanic research. So we're currently trying to get our barriers up to level 5 so that we can get one glass happening. Although that's going to take ages. The other thing that we're waiting on is our souvenir shops, getting that up to level 2. The reason for that is that unlocks Hats Fantastic, which is what we need in the gold objectives here to be able to get that. So we've got one more lot of animals that we need to place somewhere in a habitat. I don't know what a Quackrow Sifaka is at this point, so we've got to work that out and place them. And then we've got a whole lot of breeding. So we've got lots that we still need to do in the zoo. It's just a little bit of waiting and a little bit of figuring it out, but at least we've managed to work out that we need to have some climb-proof fences for our animals. And our bear will be happier once they had a drink of water, and then they'll have like a nice clean drink. So I think we've solved that problem. Righto, guys, I'm going to leave it there. We've had some exciting times. I've had some fun, and I hope you've had some fun too. We're going to continue with the challenges of this fabulous zoo next time around, and we'll see whether or not we can get some of these silver objectives. Our major problem is the fact that we don't have enough income coming in. Finances are a big issue. We're currently, in the negatives as far as profit goes, which loans are not helping with that. Expenses are not helping with that as well. So we do have quite a few staff wages. At this point, I don't know how to fix the staff wage issue because I feel like we've got a good amount of staff. I think I might fire a vet. And I think keepers we need to keep. Educators, I might... Oh, the problem with that is we've got our tours. But if we get rid of our talk zones, which we probably don't need anymore, then actually let's do that. Let's get rid of our talk zones. Maybe that might help. I don't know. I like having the talk zones though. 1, 2, 3. So in theory, we've got our educators. Oh, I am finishing this, but we've got our educators. How many educators we've got attached to this? So we've got one. Connie Trejo is our only educator attached to this. I'm thinking we might just get rid of maybe this one here. Let's get rid of one educator. Mechanics we kind of need for research as well as taking care of the place. And then we have a whole lot of vendors. Waiting for customers. Commuting, waiting for customers. See, the vendors are basically always constantly working and they're pretty cheap to have as well. So, I don't know. We'll get rid of a couple of staff, see if that helps us out. We're in trouble with money. But you never know if we might get some more. Actually, you know what? The other thing I want to do is just go into our information center, and we're going to put back our price of the audio guide, which we had down low, but suddenly it's back up to normal price, so I don't know what happened there. But apparently I've put the price back up again. I did have them down really low because it's really good for your education rating, but I don't care about my education rating now, so who cares? I don't know. Let's just make it happen. Right, wrapping up, we're going to try and get some more of this stuff next time around. Cross your fingers and your toes and your eyes across your nose that we can do it. Bye!